AllBall TV.
They scared, but I'm not.
They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.
Y'all know what this is.
KNICKS Rehab.
Rehab, y'all.
There are other differences with THIBS. Let's start here. My guy, iHeart, he spoke about THIBS one time after the OKC game, after they blew us out. The difference between Mark Denault and Tom Thibodeau.
It's different. I mean, I think both. I mean, THIBS. I think a lot of people think that like when you're playing with THIBS, you're also practicing every day. You're not doing that most of the times, especially if you're playing a lot. You're getting off most of the days. So I think he's changing that aspect. Yeah, he's going to play you a lot, but you're going to get your off days. And I think Mark's different in that aspect that, we also have a deeper team. So he has the luxury of playing 10 guys. But yeah, they're different in that aspect. Both great coaches, both great basketball minds. And
this is the report after the Knicks, the Knicks season ended. And they spoke to, about practicing. The Knicks didn't have full scrimmages during an entire training camp one season, which is uncommon, Ian Begley reported. The players found it odd that they didn't scrimmage during the camp. Thibodeau's Knicks didn't scrimmage often in season, which is more common in the NBA, but the lack of scrimmaging hindered the players' ability to develop cohesion, they've said. Additionally, the Knicks' fourth quarter offense was very off-putting at times, mostly relying on Captain Clutch Jalen Brunson to bail them out. As the rest of the team stood in place and watched, Brunson got the job done often, but it wasn't a pretty watch. Players were also surprised that they didn't work on specific end game situations during the season, which is something that most teams do. They found it strange that the coaching staff didn't go over those situations during practice. I bring all that up because, to me, that's the first contrast with Tom Thibodeau and Mike Brown. The Kings players, after the first couple games, was 7 games, they were interviewed. Kevin Huerter spoke to, the difference between Doug Christie and Mike Brown. And Kevin Huerter said, talking to some guys who play heavier minutes, they definitely feel more fresh to start games. Kevin Huerter said that after the Kings 114-97 win over the reigning NBA champion Boston Celtics, I think even mentally, just the grind of the season, we're already in January. Get to this point in the season, you play a lot of games. As much as it's a physical grind, it's a mental grind. Being halfway there and needing every win, in some ways, we pump the brakes a little bit, but still trusting us to get our work in, and it's been well received. 2 different aspects, and we're showing y'all, we're doing our due diligence. We see differences. We understand the difference. One is willing to go deep into the bench or whatever it is, but there's no mistaking in what AllBall just said, and Flea just said. I have to, be the third book bag on the piggyback. There's something about Mike Brown that has never sold me. And I don't know if it's a TV thing, but even the fact that he's a recycled coach, even the fact that with these same Kings, they were a young group and you couldn't get that to stay there. I don't know why, but it's not working. I know me sitting on my couch just watching the game, and I saw Tyrese Halliburton being clearly better than De'Aaron Fox, and everybody arguing. And I'm saying, why would you trade that point guard? And then you have a dribble handoff guy you're trading for Sabonis, trade Fox, a couple of draft picks, and get Sabonis over there with Halliburton. You're the coach. You should have pushed for that. Can we blame Vlade Divac and whoever the hell was involved with that mess? Sure. But I think there are things you can push for that lead you down this road. And they ended up trading De'Aaron Fox anyway, the same season last year, right? So I think a lot of this speaks to like not being sold by him. And it's the energy behind it. Yes, he's evolved offensively, but there's something missing. And yeah, the jury's still out. The season is 3-4 months away. We get it, y'all. But at the same time, we felt this way about Mike Brown from when he came into the league. You don't give, like, which one of these coaches, them top 7 coaches, got fired after 5 games? Which one of them top 7 coaches they talking about with these great records, these championship coaches, got fired after 2 seasons, and they, after the getting the 2 seed? I get it, it's a different NBA, but I'm not sold like y'all, bro. Like I don't see it. I don't like the way it reminds me of Thibodeau. He got 2 defensive player of the years, the year awards. Everybody, I hear all the Knicks fans trying to say it's just media. The media is saying that this is no plan. You didn't have a plan, bro. You didn't have a plan. And don't say that we on the bandwagon, because we were criticizing Tom Thibodeau every step of the way, and we wanted him gone years ago. And last year was the last straw for me, because you had a squad and you didn't put that team together. You gave him an extension after that. You didn't. He played pressure to true 4 games into a series against a one-legged MVP candidate. That's stupid. And you didn't plan from then to have a plan B, C, A. Flea was right. You guys are going with the arrogance. You guys are going thinking this is New York. We're a $10 billion organization, whatever the hell we're going to be worth after the Lakers got sold. But we can't act like that is not the truth. We cannot ignore that. And I don't agree with Tony Kornheiser saying we're moving amateurish. No, James Dolan came down, dropped the hammer, and made you make a decision in real time. That's a James Dolan move. It smells like it. We've been around for long enough. We know what this is. That's your man. You wouldn't fire him like that. And you gave him the money anyway because you knew the clock was ticking. But I don't know if Mike Brown resolves all of our anxiety after a season like this, after a playoffs like that. We haven't seen enough evidence to show us, yo, this is the way to go. Y'all calling him elite. Elite? So you telling me at the beginning of last year, if you were ranking all these coaches, Mike Brown was elite? At what point did anybody ever consider Mike Brown a top 5 coach? Top 10 coach? Never heard it. Now he's elite.
He won Coach of the Year.
So did Tom Thibodeau.
Yeah.
We didn't call him elite.
One of the best coaches at that time, of course.
Mike Budenholzer, not elite. A lot of these guys are not elite. I don't care about your damn championships. We talk about this all the time. Fuck your rings. We see the game. We watching the game. We are. You're not so Flea. Even with them damn awards, you still like,
Nah, I'm just not. I just don't think you took all of this time to make that higher. And that's not a disrespect to Mike Brown. That's just like you didn't go into the offseason firing THIBS and saying we're gonna fire him and go with Mike Brown because that's the guy that we need.
Why did your due diligence start now? Is my point. Because every time this came up, you always said, all right, make your list, make your list, make your list. This is what I'm mad about now, because Flea the entire time has been asking us for a list, and we were like, yo, that's not our job. And the people's jobs it was to do it, they didn't do it.
They didn't have it. They didn't have it.
Flea was fucking right, man. I hate that shit.
They didn't have it.
Y'all both make great points, but I come to the conclusion that I think Mike Brown is a rental. I think he may last 2 years tops, and we may have to see what coaches would be available at that time. I know Steve Kerr, in his contract. I really do. I don't.
AllBall TV.
They scared, but I'm not.
They don't like comentario.
E suscribe.